The employment tribunal service in the UK can be expensive.
Absolutely, yeah.
Does that deter people?
Absolutely it does, yeah. I mean, if you're not a trade union member, how could you possibly afford to do a tribunal? If you've lost your job, you've probably got no money, or you're worried where the next penny's coming from. Why would you risk getting a loan maybe for a couple of £1,000s to chance your arm at a tribunal?
Is there any hint in Guernsey that the charges might be brought in here?
Not as yet.
Would you resist it?
I absolutely would, because also on the mainland they at least have this ACAS conciliation process, where if you're going to go to a tribunal on the mainland, you have to go to ACAS first, and you have to give them the opportunity to conciliate. So if this island want to bring in charges, then I suggest they'd have to go along that route.
When you represent somebody here, who are, generally speaking, the other side? Who speaks for the employer usually?
But they normally have a lawyer,
Right.
so, or some heads of HR.
This is part of the problem, isn't it? Because the ordinary guy in the street is outgunned from day one, isn't he?
They are, but you know, we're all built differently. We all have different skills. I remember 35 years ago, I did my first ever tribunal as a young man. I had no experience, and I did find it a very scary, daunting process to take this tribunal. But I did, and I was successful. So sometimes it works.
I'm more involved in Jersey with social security tribunals. Presumably they have social security tribunals in Guernsey. Is that anything that's ever involved you?
No, not really, not yet. It will do. You know, on the mainland I do different medical tribunals, and I'll do the same here. So they just haven't had many to do.
They also have the complaints board administration reviews in Jersey. They have something similar here, but I'm not. Do you ever get involved with those?
No, not as yet.
0 hours contracts are becoming a real pain for a lot of people in Jersey and elsewhere. Is that a difficulty here?
Yeah, absolutely. It's pretty well hidden, because you'll find most of these 0 hour contracts are people from different countries working in the service trade, hotels and the like. But yeah, absolutely, it is a problem, but it's not materialising too much here at the moment, not in this office.
If somebody wanted to join your union on a minimum subscription, what would it cost them now? How little could they pay per week to be joined a member of your union?
Well, if they're a full-time worker, the minimum pay membership fee is about £13 a month.
Right.
Part-time workers is half that.
If they're on, if somebody's on a 0 hours contract, they're on irregular pay. Then 1 week they might not get any pay.
It would be difficult to work out. I would have to try and work out an average of what they might get, and I think potentially you'd put them on a part-time rate.
Right, and there's scope to do that.
Yeah.
The different nationalities, obviously there's different languages. If you want specialists with language skills, you can obviously find those. They're available.
Yeah.
Do you have any actually employed by the union?
Yes, we do. Yeah, I've used them. I've organised many different factories that have a huge contingent of non-English speaking employees, and I've had to call in different groups, Polish, Romanian speakers, and we do have them within our structure.
Is it noticeable from your time here which particular industries, which particular sectors are the bad employers, as far as tribunals are concerned?
No, not really. It's everywhere.
Is it?
Honestly, yeah.
I've been looking around in the countryside to see how much farming is going on here now. There seems to be a lot of fields in grass, but I can't see a lot of active farming. Is that an interest? Did you get many farm workers become members of your union?
No, I mean, I raised this myself with some of my members, because years and years ago when I came here, there was these greenhouses full of tomatoes, and quite a few cows you could see around in the fields, and I did wonder where the cows have all gone, and where the tomatoes gone, but it's just not there anymore. The agricultural side of this island, it just doesn't seem to exist very much anymore.
There's a rumour in Jersey that a trades union council might be revived. There used to be one there. I don't know how effective it was. Is that similar happening here?
There isn't a move yet to create that. I do deal with trades councils on the mainland, quite a few in Dorset. I'd like to see the structure put back on Guernsey, and it's something that I will be discussing. Scope
for a coordination between the two islands, between the two bailiwicks, something like that, regular meetings?
Definitely. We always had an island conferences that used to meet every 2 years. That will be put back together. The last one on these islands was 2004, I think it's essential that it's put back in place. We need to share information with each island, share those challenges and how we're dealing with them. And Unite has agreed to start that process.
Other trade unions, which are the most powerful, or have the most members in Guernsey?
Well, it's Unite across, I think, all the islands.
But other ones besides Unite?
Yeah, there is Prospect, but Unite on Guernsey has 2 or 3 times Prospect's membership.
Do you meet with them? Do you meet all the unions, or?
I meet with the other unions now and again, as and when it's needed.
But not a regular structure?
No.
Do you think that's be helpful?
No, not at all.
Why is that?
I don't have any faith in them.
Oh, really?
I've dealt with the other trade unions on Guernsey, and basically fell out with them the early part of this year, and I just don't have any faith in them.
Is that because the word militant isn't much overused? Is that because they're not forcible, or is it that just?
It's because I believe they've given in too easy to some quite radical changes on this island, and I don't believe it was in the interest of the employees.
What's your own working background? What did you start off as?
I've been everywhere, I think. I was in the Royal Navy. I've worked in every factory you could think of. I'm a mechanic. I was a bus driver, a coach driver, a baker. I don't think there's many occupations I haven't done.
We better wind up. Anything else you want to tell me?
No. It's I've been here for 5 years, and I look forward to doing at least another 5.
Any thoughts for today's result?
No, not really. No, let's wait and see.
Okay. Thanks for your help.
Okay.